Okay, I'm like exhausted and tired. I need to take a break.
Yeah, me too.
Oh,
Oh. Where are Cindy and Richard anyway?
yeah, I don't know. They're probably still searching the rooms. They're taking a really long time though.
Should we go get them?
Nah. Okay.
Alrighty.
By the way, Denise, you know that flapper dress you're wearing?
Mm-hmm.
It probably would have been made out of cloth, wool, or gingham because those were the more popular textiles used in the 1920s.
Oh, really? That's interesting. How
Yeah.
are textiles made?
Well, textiles are just a broad classification of materials used to construct fabric and cloth, and textiles are probably made from weaving, knitting, or felting. Miranda, do you want to know how your clothes are made?
What?
Hey, what are you guys doing?
Hey.
Did you guys find anything?
No, we were searching in here, but then we didn't find anything, so we decided to take a break.
We're bored, so we're just gonna watch TV.
Are you serious? We both looked all over. We looked at all the rooms and we didn't find anything.
Well, this room is really big too, look, but we didn't find anything, so.
But what about DR?
Dun dun dun.
Anyway, we were watching very interesting stuff about the 1920s.
Like metalwork, for example.
Did you know that since the beginning of the millennium, metalwork has been very valuable to all cultures and civilizations? It is considered an art, hobby, industry, and trade. One of the initiators of metal development was Hugo de Bock. In the early 1920s, de Bock founded a faculty which had been in existence for some time, but was set apart from traditional metal production.
So, Miranda, were you paying attention?
Yes, in fact, I was listening.
So we learned about the indirect illumination. Lamps back in the 1920s were designed to point up to the ceiling as to soften and diffuse the light. There was also the art pottery by Bernard Leach. His pottery was influenced by Japanese designs. They were more shapely, abstract, and asymmetric. And there were those advertisements in the 1920s. The term graphic design was first used in the 1920s to describe people who design advertisements. There was that guy, Lucien Bernard, who was one of the more prominent graphic artists. Oh, and there was Celestial Eyes, one of the more famous graphic designs in book illustrations. It was then and still is now the cover page of the novel, The Great Gatsby. It really reflected on the surrealism art movement of the 1920s. And the flappers, you can't forget about the flappers. With their jazzy and suave dress designs, it made them look boyish and young. And you can't forget about the metal work in the 1920s. One of the simplest ways to create decorative designs on metal during the 1920s was to carve out the relevant part of the surface with the bituminous lacquered resist.